So the figures are extraordinary. I mean, one person who is vibrating at the frequency of unconditional love and compassion for another is calibrating a lower frequency of up to 90,000 other people. Think of that. And as it gets higher, I think one of the next figures that I remember was someone who is vibrating their frequency just through their own emanation at the level of, do you remember some of the figures? They get up to where the great ones, the really great ones, who are really vibrating at a frequency of total oneness, they're calibrating the frequencies of 10 million, up to 10 million others. So when you think about it, whatever service you're offering to transform your own life, it is actually affecting the lives of many, many others within the whole field of human consciousness that we're all connecting with to transform. And this is what the third empowerment is about. It's about really transforming all consciousness. We know that we're going through a very significant transition right now. We look around and we see that the state of the world is in. And very much of what this mission is about is to be able to bring in the new messages for this new era that are the solutions for how we can live together as one, rather than self-destruct, as we somehow seem to be on the path to if it doesn't shift very soon. We're really committed to bringing in the world of wellness. This is really what it's about. Okay, everybody's clear. We were speaking about the soul. What is soul healing? It's clear, you know, if you have an organ that is sick, you have cancer in your liver, okay, first the illness will show up on the soul level. First there is an imbalance on the soul level. Yeah? And if you're wanting to transform that message, what you're wanting to do is to make that soul a very healthy and happy message, increasing its virtue, increasing its light. Okay? So you're inviting that soul to transform the message, to uplift its frequency, and then the mind and the body follow. Okay? But the imbalance will show up at the soul level first. The healing happens in that way also. Okay, we remember how to do the emotions. Remember? Anger is with the liver. Remember what was with the heart? Stress, yes, anxiety. The message center is actually for depression. When people have got a lot of blockages in their message center, they will be heavily depressed. Yeah, or if they're heavily depressed, they probably have a lot of issues in the message center. So this golden ball, expanding meditation, Satsang Julio Bayo, love, peace and harmony, these are really powerful for releasing those blockages. Many people, when they're depressed, they find it hard to actually practice, but if you can at least have them play love, peace and harmony, chant whenever they can start transforming that message. That's powerful. And then the spleen was, remember? Worry, that's right. And the lungs? Sadness, grief, yes. And the kidneys?
Fear.
Fear, that's right. And these are all organs far ahead to your eyes, okay? The membranes are too sensitive. The energy is too strong. Work on your liver, okay? If you work on your liver, you'll be able to help your eyes. Yeah.
The sound being so powerful, why does it put us in the beginning?
That's a good question.
Sound being powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know that this is the law of universal service. Throughout many, many, many lifetimes, we have all so much wisdom, so much knowledge, so much experience. There's so much intelligence. There's amazing memories and incredible knowledge that's been gathered. And at the same time, there's many mistakes that have been made. You know, we look through human history and we see the kinds of things that humans have done to one another, what we've done to ourselves, what we've done. You know, at these levels, these things, heavy burdens that we carry with us, and these distort the messages. They're karmic issues mostly. Sometimes they're issues that other people put on us who have an alliance with the dark side. Sometimes they can be negative memories, you know. Like for instance, someone maybe who drowned in a past life has a fear of water in this life. You know, there can be all of those things that carry through from lifetime to lifetime. They're basically soul journey messages. Yeah. But you're right, in its very essence, and this is what the whole point is to bring the messages back to their original source. Ultimately, is to bring them all back to source. Imagine every cell vibrating in awareness of its own source. Unconditioned. Awesome. Huh? Okay. Message, energy, matter. Everybody is clear about that. No? That the matter and energy are carriers of message. That message is directly affecting the transformation between matter inside the cells and energy outside the cells.